Hello guys, welcome to the Trading Parrot. Yesterday we nailed the trade on the 4 hour and today things are changing and I might have been underestimating how high can we go with this trade. I want to give an update on that so you're prepared for the rest of the weekend. What's about to happen potentially over this weekend can be really big and it will be a shame if this happened and you were looking the other way around. Guys, if this is the type of content you like to watch, make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I put out one of these videos. And if you feel like supporting the channel, watch this video until the very end and do not go anywhere without leaving a comment down below. Those two things are sending a strong message to the YouTube algorithm that this content is worth watching by more people that are interested in Bitcoin. And you're the only one that can deliver that message. So thanks so much for doing that. Really appreciate it. Let's start with the start of the show, the 4-hour RSI. We can see that on Thursday we had this breakout. I hope that you've been watching my videos. We didn't miss this reversal. This was my forecast. The whole point is that we were going to hit the resistance. After that, I said, we need to come back to this to see what's going to be the reaction of the momentum after it hits this resistance. And what I'm seeing here is that after we broke out at 6 p.m. on Friday, UK time, we came back for a retest at 2 a.m. today, and we are on the process of potentially looking for a new high here in the momentum. In terms of the price action, I mentioned that I didn't want to form a head and shoulders, and it feels like this is too high to be a new shoulder. So we could say that the head and shoulder is invalidated if we break above the head. One thing that is really calling my attention is what's going on in the order book at these levels. You can see that the price continues to pierce these levels, and just in the last 1 hour, those levels have been removed at 68K. As I'm recording this video, I just shared on Twitter that this is happening by the hour. If you want to get notified of significant events like this, make sure that you're following me on Twitter. My handle is Trading Parrot. The second thing that is currently happening is that the price is hammering the liquidation levels. I also shared these levels earlier before starting to record this video, and you can see what sort of wall of liquidation levels we have right above us. And this spans all the way to almost 69K, a little bit less because we are looking at the 5 minutes. But if we go to the 4-hour time frame, you're going to see that if we finish this liquidity here, which is relatively less than the one that is above it, this could be the recipe for an all-time high, right? Because things work in this way. It's a snowball effect that is supposed to gain momentum as it liquidates more shorts. Technically, we are talking about a short squeeze potential in here. The story goes like this. You break about 68K. If these liquidations get broken, let's say we break about 70K, there is a high chance that we might go for the remaining that is here. Nothing is guaranteed in trading, and I wouldn't expect it to happen in a straight line, but right now the odds are leaning towards a potential to capture this liquidity in here. And one of the things that is currently worrying me is the daily time frame, because we have this trend line and at the moment we are hitting it as a resistance. So this could be the recipe for the price to come back and form these head and shoulders on the daily RSI. That will take us back down in here. But if we engage with those liquidations and the rejection is not big, we might break this pattern and put a high on the RSI, and from then the sky is the limit. Literally, we will be going for the white trajectory here, escaping from the megaphone. If we zoom in, you can see that we are printing this candle in here that is about to potentially turn into another green candle on the weekly. And that for the first time in quite a long time, we don't have 3 weekly candles together. If that happened on a breakout from this megaphone pattern, then we're not just securing an all-time high, but we are also securing an explosive move that is going to leave everybody behind. And remember, there are lots of ifs on this hypothesis. I'm not telling you I see the future, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you that little by little, we are checking more boxes towards that. There are still some concerns on the table, and the wrong thing to do is to look the other way and start ignoring these signs. The hash ribbons printed a buy last week, and contrarian to what I was fearing, we are not getting so far another capitulation, which is something that has happened in the past. And I was fearing to see a bearish cross in here and another capitulation and then another period of waiting for a buy signal. It seems to be not the case because now it's wide open, and as long as the price remains here and the hash rate is healthy, this should open even wider, supporting the potential for a new all-time high. And what's going on with empty GOX and those deposits? I can see the big whale explorer hinting us that there has been historic amounts of deposits from large holders versus the withdrawals currently going on. We hit 187 at the close of the day. That's really high. And this only means that lots of large whales have their finger in the trigger to potentially sell a lot. What I want to see, ideally, to support that idea of a new all-time high coming in is very quickly seeing the big whale explorer coming back down even below the ratio of 1, suggesting that they're ready to hold for longer. Now, do not discard the option that a large amount of deposits are just there being held in the exchange to sell out at way higher prices. That's another hypothesis. Let's say they deposit now, but they're waiting to sell at 90K. That could be one option. I think that all this area of here from the big whale explorer is just reflecting what's going on with empty GOX, the payments to creditors. So now it's a matter of those creditors to start withdrawing to confirm that they're going to hold. Keeping that on Kraken in the other exchanges is not going to help this ratio to come back down. And that's precisely what this indicator is made for. We want to highlight the risk that those coins are in the exchange and can be, if they wanted, to be sold at market prices in a snowball effect that will definitely impact our thesis of a new all-time high coming in soon and could spell the path towards the yellow trajectory that we see in here. Tomorrow is Sunday, and you can see that the weekly RSI is right now above the trend line, so it's in the territory of the bullish breakout. It managed to come back up above here. We don't have to talk again, at least now, about this higher high that we wanted as a plan B for a recovery. Instead, we are now talking about a potential massive weekly bullish breakout, confirming what the stochastic RSI told us a few weeks before. And as I mentioned in the previous videos, I say that the recipe to get that breakout properly formed is to get a weekly close above the price of 67.2. I left it there in the chart with a line, and right now we are at 68. So pretty much we got everything we need to get a weekly breakout. So what we need to cross fingers now is by Sunday that things are looking around this area without breaking below those lines in the sand that I've been highlighting across the whole week as the danger zone. Guys, make sure that you join my Discord server and browse the strategies that I have here in the forum. This forum is open publicly. You can browse lots of strategies. There are many of them that are free. Some of them will require a subscription to be able to access all the indicators that come with it. But do not worry, because I have some options that I'm going to explain now where you can really get discounts that are going to make ridiculous to access all this value. Have a look at the link in the description because I'm hosting this position airdrop. You trade with $100 on Bybit, and thanks to the first link in the description, you can get an airdrop from Bybit with $500 to make a larger position for free. And if you use my referral in the description as well, you can claim up to 30,000 in rewards. And that doesn't stop there, because once you are using my referral, in my Discord server, in the channel Bybit Perks, you're gonna find this button here, get discounts. Write down your UID of Bybit, and if your account has been using my referral, then you can claim a 70% no questions asked on any tier membership, whether it's yearly or monthly, it doesn't matter. If you already have a Bybit account, do not worry, because you can transfer things to my referral link and still claim your benefits. You can also use a Palau residence card. With this residence card that you can get in a week time, you can trade pretty much from anywhere in the world using Bybit. That means access to leverage. You can connect Bybit to all the bot platforms that we talk about. That makes it really easy to actually take advantage of all the strategies that I've been gathering for years on my Discord server and my website. We have built hundreds of different indicators to help you navigate the market, automate strategies. The best place to discuss them in full detail is to join my Discord server and to talk to the community, other users as well, giving you feedback. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy the weekend. I'll see you later. Take care. Bye.